B, is hip hop not a young man's game anymore? Go ahead, let me in on this one, B, please.
Also, see, so for the last I want to say year, I've been like having these thoughts because we do the Unk reviews, like we talk about like older artists, and then not a few years ago we had the 50th year of hip hop. So that means that as hip hop is getting older, the guys that started off in hip hop are getting older as well, and we also watching these guys grow. So I'm gonna go back to Malice. He did his interview, the Clips did with Complex, and actually talked about aging in hip hop. And Malice said he believes hip hop has jinxed itself. I don't think he said that verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing. But he said it jinxed itself because of the whole, we all we did is talk about washed up rappers. Are you old when it came to like a battle? Like that's why I sent you the Kumo D and LL Cool J joint. If you listen to LL Cool J's, I forgot the name of the song, but when he dissed Kumo D, it's like he a washed up rapper. I'm gonna show him what real hip hop is. Blase, blase, blah. It's been going on for years. So my thing is, hip hop is built on youthfulness, rebellion, that punk feeling. Like so that's why hip hop dissed the old stuff because it was against it. So my thing is, B, this is my idea. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
fully fleshed out, but my ideal is I think Malice hit something different to me. When I thought about that, I was like, okay, hip hop jinxed themselves two ways, with it being a young man's game and also saying real hip hop. We want real hip hop back. But at the same time, it's like an oxymoron. When it comes to the youth, hip hop is youthful, right? So it's gonna push
Mhm.
it's gonna push things in a different way than what the old did. But the old men wanted to stay the same.
Mhm.
So which one is it?
Oh, B, but also they don't like the old hip hop, like the OG hip hop, like before
Yeah,
then. Like, what was it?
the
These
hip,
are the
yeah, the
breaks. Like
breaks.
hip hop, a hippie. They don't want that B. They like the hip hop that they like B. They don't like the old hip hop. But when
B
younger people say they don't like their
facts.
old hip hop, oh, they get offended.
And then
Oh,
check
come
this
on.
out. I've been doing research because I'm working on another video. I don't know when I'm gonna put it out, but I did a little script or whatever. But I've been doing research, looking at interviews. You remember the famous interview with Lil Uzi with Ebro on High 97?
Oh yeah,
When he tried to have him rap on it was like I forgot
that
what beat
DJ
it
Premier
was.
beat.
Yeah, yeah, it was a 90s beat, right?
It was a Gangstar beat. Yeah.
Gangstar beat, right? It was in the 90s. And I was thinking, why don't niggas don't go back and have niggas rocking on Houdini? Let a nigga rap on Houdini. Friends, no, y'all go to a certain era that y'all suck the dick of. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's what y'all want, right? But anyways, that's besides the point. That's some other stuff I build on. But my thing is, hip hop is not a young man sport or it's not an old man sport. Cause I just feel like it's just music. We have room for all this. We talk about it before. Like you're gonna have a section of artists you're not gonna mess with. You're gonna have
Hmm.
a section of people that you love, and that's just a part of
Hmm.
music. And I feel like hip hop, we do this thing where we say, "Oh, that's not real hip hop. You have no substance. This is just vibes." What's wrong with just vibes? What's wrong with a feeling? Because music is a feeling. It's the only time machine we have access to. It always bring you back to some type of feeling.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why like hip hop jinxed itself in a crazy way. Cause now we having all these stupid conversations with each other back and forth, contradicting our thoughts. Because at the same time, you want stuff different. We want to keep music creative, but at the same time, we want it to be old. We want to be stuck in the past. But how we gonna do
Hmm.
that if we don't let people grow upon the genre and put different elements into it? That brings me into another conversation that I'll be watching and listen to a lot of things, and I feel like it's all in the same thing. Open My Eagle, man. Like I love Open My Eagle. I love the way this dude thinks, and he made me. I had this thought every time I went to a record store. I used to be like, "Dang, why does hip hop section suck?" Me, and you used to go to record stores all the time, and we'll go, bro. And the record shop have the worst hip hop collection ever, right? Remember, I don't
Hmm.
know if you remember exactly when we went to this one place in Dallas, and it was like an old fashioned looking one, and they had like a one little crate just full of hip hop.
Hmm.
I don't know if you remember it. But bro, I was like, dang. And he said, he said he does that all the time. He'll look and he'd be like, he'll look in and he see all the rock. And he was like, you know what I thought about? I said, this genre was allowed to grow. They was allowed to experiment. And I was like, damn, hip hop, we don't allow ourselves to experiment. Like we have artists out there that experiment with all type of sounds, but we don't allow it to be on the radio. We don't allow everybody to like, we crap on it. We crap on it. We shit on it. It's trash. It's this. And I feel like we jinxed ourselves, bro.
I feel like that. Plus, there's people also within the space that, as soon as it doesn't sound like their hip hop, they're ready to put it in a whole another genre.
Hmm.
Oh,
But it's
rage
still hip
music? No,
hop.
that's just rock. That's all that is. We shouldn't even consider that hip hop.
Hmm.
There's
It's
so
still
many hip
hip
hop
hop.
elements within it. It just has
It's
rock influence in it. What are
facts.
we
It's still
talking
hip
about
hop.
now? Yeah, it's just the fact of like, and I said this before. Everybody's going to praise the era that they loved hip hop in the most.
Hmm.
And my thing is this, B. That's why I say blog era kids are the best because we grew up with knowing the old stuff. We were present during the blog era, and we still gave room to the people that came after the blog era.
Hmm.
90s people, sometimes some of the 2000s, they people that still call rap of today mumble rap, they're that era. Like they're like, this is my hip hop. Why are they doing this? And it's just so funny because the term hip hop, them saying, oh, all these young kids, all this stuff sucks. What about the old people when they first heard hip hop? Didn't they
Hmm.
say that y'all stuff sucked too? Like I'd be wondering be if they be like, wow, this really is a cycle. I'm that
Hmm.
old grumpy man that doesn't like the new hip hop, the new thing that's out now that my older generation didn't like either. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure people heard a hip, a hop, a hippie. I'm pretty sure they heard that. Then they went to hear Mob Deep. They was like, "What the f is this? Like, come on, man, this isn't fun. This isn't jamming at the party. What are we listening to this for? Get this out of here. This is whack." But I'm pretty sure the kids are now, you got to listen to the lyricism on this one, the dark, deep, atmospheric, the production style. They like, but it's not jamming. The bass isn't
Hmm.
moving on the speakers right now. I can't dance to this. What are we doing right now? You see, that's the problem. Too many people hold their idea and their like utopia of what they think hip hop should be. They hold it to the standard of everything. And I'm just like, you can, but you got to realize your standard isn't the cool thing anymore. Times change, times move. Hip hop is a young man's game in case of like what is cool at the moment. Like we love Nas B. We like the Raekwon album. But hip hop is a young man's game in terms of like Travis Scott selling what he sold just a few days, I mean, a week ago with Jack Boys, a compilation project. Travis Scott pleads to the youth. Playboy Cardi just is dang near now able to go platinum with I Am Music because it sold over 1 million units this year. The only hip hop album to do that. Someone who's just 30, I think, shy of 30. Only rapper
That's
to do that this year, be.
my, see, in that point, see, I don't believe hip hop's a young man's game.
I think it is when it comes to selling
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, I agree with
and
you on
being
that. It's
mainstream.
relevancy. It's like
Yeah.
being relevant. It's like the whole argument of like the Nicki Minaj and SZA. Like SZA being more relevant than Nicki, but Nicki has a bigger legacy and more of an icon than SZA. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. Like you comparing Pusha T legacy to Travis Scott's. Like Travis Scott can have a greater legacy as he go, but when it comes to like the impact to like hip hop and like some of those, like I don't think Travis has a song that was so culturally engraved in us as kids as the grinding beat, just the
Hmm.
grounding song. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
you know what I'm saying? So my thing is overall, I think hip hop is hip hop, and we just got to let the genre grow because when you compare it to all the other genres, it's it had the most impact. It's still the most popular because we just gotta let it grow because when it comes to pop music, so much of hip hop is in pop music, like the popular music, country music, rock music now. We don't allow that to be hip hop. We don't want it to be hip hop. We like whatever. But if we allow it to just grow and just be what it is and not just try to hold it to this old standard, I think that hip hop can go further, especially when it comes to even for us. But when it comes to major labels, they knock us out. They want the music with no substance on the radio because most people want to move, most people want to dance, and that's how hip hop was really started. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We talk about the struggle a lot, but a lot of the people made this type of music to go party to get away from the struggle. It was
Hmm.
built on all the struggles we had, but that wasn't the output we was putting out till it came to like artists like well, not the breaks, but Broken Glass everywhere. People pissing. What's the name of the song?
See, I'm
Uh,
bad with names, especially the old stuff.
is it the breaks? I think it is the breaks. I'm bugging. I think it is the breaks. But with Melly Mel, it's just that song built up. It was the foundation for conscious hip hop.
Hmm.
So
The
they gotta
Furious
understand
Five.
that. Yeah, yeah. Melly Mel and Furious Five, like So yes, that's a part of it, but it's also a party. It's also struggle. It's all this. Just some stuff is just not for you. And I think I will I think I'm gonna start just incorporating that into my my daily vocabulary again. It's just not for me. Because I think it's an audience for everything. You could go out
Hmm.
there and put out, look, JPEG Mafia, bro. Production wise, you will hear that for the first time from some people and be like, they'll be like probably thrown off completely because that's not used to a normal person not be used to the palette of production of that. They're gonna be thrown off, but you're gonna have your audience. Everybody gonna find their audience. If you I also put out some good music, but even though it's kind of weird, but it's still
Hmm.
good. It's pleasing to some people's ears. So I don't know. I just think that we jinxed ourselves and what Malice said. He didn't even know, he was meaning it another way, but I feel like it's deeper than that. Just the age. I think it goes deeper than that as a whole, as a genre. I feel like we'll make ourselves stagnant if we keep trying to go back. These niggas are actually MAGA. Make hip hop great again.
It's funny part. The line that I always go back to was when the game said on it's okay, One Blood. You
Mhm.
30 in the club and you still rapping? Ugh.
B, in my video, tell me why that was the beginning of it. That was the beginning. I got the video downloaded right here on my desktop. That was my intro. Was that
It's
the
just like
game? And look at him, B. How old is he?
exactly. He's like probably 40 something. Sadly, me and him share the same birthday, and I had to
He's
find that
over
out same
38.
way.
He's over 38.
See, I thought he was 40. Let me see the
Now I'm
game.
saying I know he's over 38 when he was like, "You're 38 and you still rapping?" Because I'm 26 and
Oh,
I'm
he's
some,
45, B.
and he's still rapping.
In the club, probably.
So that's why I'm saying that it's more than a bigger jinx, B. We gotta let hip hop, it's young, it's 50 years old. We gotta let it grow. It's more than 50, but
Hmm.
still in its 50s. We gotta let this genre grow
Yeah.
gracefully and let it do its thing. And I don't
That's
know if
why
you do you would say it again, B. My bad. I'm
I was
talking.
gonna say I'm just happy for artists like Nas that like on this King's Disease series. He's like, yo, like I'm embracing the new generation. I was like, yo, it's like it's not the same game that I was part of back then, but times is moving, times is changing. We all got to get with it. It's like we all got to progress. Like we can't be stuck in this certain time. Like, yo, like these are our new greats. These are the people that like they're revered as me and Jay Z and Biggie back
Mhm.
then type stuff. So that's why certain artists like a Jay Z who've always embraced like the newer generation, especially with someone like a Drake or a Kendrick, and so is Nas. I applaud those MCs because they've embraced that newer generation, kind of put their hands on their shoulders. So
All the big three know what they got to do. They all embrace the new generation. J. Cole
mhm,
started off being bitter for some of the rappers, but he ended up like, yo, I messed up. And he
yeah,
started talking to him and collaborating with him and stuff like that. So you can't do that, bro. Especially in that field, especially that's your job, your career. But I think we're messing ourselves up by doing that.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture